My name is Johanna Malsten. I am the manager of the site's activities at Röbäcksdalen Research Station.
I'm Morten Hetta. I'm a researcher in animal nutrition and management.
Röbäcksdalen Research Station is a facility that SLU has in Umeå city. It has a very urban placement, just a couple of kilometers outside the city center, and it has activities from 3 out of the 4 faculties at SLU. So we have the Biomass Technology Center that belongs to the Forest faculty. We have an animal research farm which focuses on cows that belongs to the animal faculty at SLU. And we have an agricultural field station that belongs to the agriculture faculty at SLU.
The very core of the Röbäcksdalen agriculture site is the dairy farm. It's an integrated structure with about 100 dairy cows, including recruitment, that are loose housed in a quite modern barn. Research is conducted on both animal performance and the environmental impact of the livestock system.
And side by side with the research farm, we also have a field research station where you can do more detailed studies on smaller plots with more treatments and more specific research questions. And the field station, of course, is well equipped with different types of equipment for the treatments and the crops that are most common for northern Sweden. And both of these facilities with the focus on agriculture sciences and animal sciences is part of something called SITE, which is a national infrastructure focusing on ecosystem research. And because we have both around 260-70 hectares of large fields, and we have around 25 hectares of the small plot fields, it gives researchers a unique ability to do ecosystem research on different scales. And also, additionally, we do studies even outside the agricultural fields as part of this. Röbäcksdalen's urban placement as part of the Umeå cityscape is opening up possibilities also for other types of studies, not normally done as part of the agricultural production systems. Umeå is a rapidly growing city. There is a densification of housing in the nearby area of the station. We have several roads surrounding us. We have the airport a couple of kilometers away. And we also have far-reaching plans, so the Umeå Kommun has far-reaching plans to build new residential areas in the area around Röbäcksdalen. And all this, of course, means opportunities for people studying city development and urban questions to also use Röbäcksdalen Research Station and the data that we produce for their research. So the urban aspect of the research station has been overlooked many times, but potential is large.
The Röbäcksdalen Research Farm is situated on the Great Plains, Röbäcksslätten, just outside the city. It is frequently used for recreation and nature experience. The farm environment with its field in the agricultural landscape is open for people walking the dog, taking a trot with their horse, and of course other experiences like cross-country running and skiing.
The field station offers a lot of opportunities for research, but has also other things that they're doing. For example, they have the official variety testing for crops important for northern Sweden, and there is also a number of different long-term trials, some of them that has been going on since the 1960s. We also have spectral techniques where we measure phenology of the plants growing in our fields. We are collecting biodiversity data regarding, for example, flying insects as part of the Life Plan project. And we are also maintaining the fields and collecting all the data around the fields and so on for researchers who want to use the facilities and need background data. And so a lot of the things that we're doing is circulating around the agriculture production, but also with the aspect of the ecosystem that the agriculture production provides.
Grazing and grazing management is an area that is carefully studied at the Dairy Research Farm. We are studying the effect of different grazing management on the animal performance, milk production, and behavior of the animals. Aspects also on the environmental impact of grazing in terms of greenhouse gases and utilization of the landscape is reviewed. We are doing this within a concept we call the Grazing Living Lab. The Grazing Living Lab encompasses various levels where the research stations are the inner core where we are conducted scientific experiments under controlled conditions. It also includes grazing in natural reserves, in semi-natural grasslands, when we are looking on the impact of the grazing animals of the quality of the landscape, both in terms of biodiversity, but as well as also the attractiveness of the landscape.
One of the monitoring programs we have at Röbäcksdalen is the Sites Water concept, where we are measuring water quality in the creeks that are flowing. But the program is so much bigger than that. It includes a catchment that's both urban, agriculture, and forest. And that means that we have a lot of different factors influencing the water quality, and the urban development in the area will also, of course, influence how water moves in the area, making it extremely interesting for people working with city development to look at how can we build a city without having issues with water further on, which is the case in many places, especially with the climate change.
The facilities with a modern farm close to the urban area opens up many opportunities for collaboration with other sciences. Examples are that students from the School of Architecture and Design have visited facilities and developed projects in relation to urban development and modern architecture. We have also had frequent visits of students in gastronomy visiting us, learning how local food is produced on site, and thereafter developing new food products for concerned young consumers.
One example of community collaboration that's been done at Röbäcksdalen is a couple of years ago when the war in Ukraine started. An organization called Umeå, Friends in Umeå, reached out to the people at Röbäcksdalen asking for the possibility to use some land for doing some gardening. And we could come to an agreement. So a couple of years now, they have been using some of our fields to help people, refugees, mainly from Ukraine, but some other people coming to Sweden, to have a meaningful activity, to be able to grow their own vegetables. And also SLU has been able to provide them with some material for their gardening. And this has been a very appreciated project. Also from SLU side, of course, that we can show this aspect to the people who come to our city, often during difficult circumstances. All the different parts of the research infrastructure that we have at Röbäcksdalen are essential for doing the type of research that we're doing today and collecting the type of data that we are collecting. And because of the collaborations we have among the different actors out here, we can provide researchers with the best opportunity to look at, for example, how the climate change changes things for agriculture research and in urban environments at this latitude, this far north on a global scale. For people who are interested in doing research at the Röbäcksdalen Research Station, we can offer good technical staff with lots of experience in sampling and carrying out projects for researchers who visit us. We also have very good labs, and there are plenty of different types of equipment that can be used by people visiting the station. Accessing the station is also extremely simple because it's in the middle of the Umeå city, so there are great possibilities to get there by flight, by train, or by bus. And housing is never a problem when you're so close to a city center like Umeå.
Röbäcksdalen has a great potential to be developed as a green campus use facilities for Umeå University, Swedish University of Agricultural Sciences, and also the community municipality of Umeå.